Hi, in this interview I'm going to talk about the cities of the future. To understand where we're heading to, we should analyze the reason behind cities creation, their current problems, and finally I will present some ideas of how these challenges will be addressed by cities of tomorrow.
Why were cities created?
The main reason behind cities formation is satisfying human social needs. By nature, we're social creatures, so we need relating with others to survive. Living a life as individuals and not as a part of a community, it's, I will tell you, a direct sentence to death. We need of others to give sense to our life and to supplement our weaknesses.
Do you think today's cities are achieving the same?
That's a very broad question, but I will tell you that nowadays the most difficult thing and the biggest problem is that several city decision makers, such as politicians and urban designers, have forgotten the metropolis reason of being. They haven't paid enough attention to the way these large settlements have expanded. That's why today we can find megacities such as Mumbai, Delhi, Manila, Lagos, Mexico City, Sao Paulo, which are unbearable cities to live in. The lack of infrastructure to keep this heavy dense population, the disorganized and uncontrolled growth, and the runaway population increase are deeply affecting these areas because they have problems such as water and food scarcity, power outrage, increase of criminality, and the most important thing is the shortfall of humanity. On the other hand, we can find very large cities in the United States, such as Tampa or Orlando, where this sense of community has been lost because of the lack of open spaces and cultural sites where these people can interact. Day by day, we're behaving more as individuals in lieu of a community. All these aspects are affecting our life expectancy rate. The essence of what a city is has been lost in the midst of time. Hereafter, it's an imperative, the development of open spaces where citizens can interact with other people, the infrastructures, and their natural surroundings. All this will help us to regain our dueling humanity. And the most important thing, I would say, that city planners should always keep in mind one simple question: how the projects they develop will improve the quality of life of cities inhabitants.
So, how did you envision the city of the future?
Well, probably you think that I will tell you that cities will look like kind of supersonic cartoons where we have cars flying on the space, where we have cities on the space, but that's not realistic. Cities of the future, I envision them as very well planned areas where all these aspects that I already told you about, the open spaces, will converge. From my perspective, cities will follow the village model. What it means that citizens can access to downtown in less than 10 to 15 minutes walk. To achieve this, of course, hyper-connected public transport will be implemented, such as monorails and communal vehicles. Private transport will be eliminated by the public one. This will allow us to build infrastructures and other buildings in these unused streets, what will allow human interaction and to regain our dueling humanity. Also, to reduce CO2 effects and traffic jams. We see major changes in our homes. They will become smaller, energy efficient, and multifunctional. In smaller places will be allowed to do more activities, what will permit cities to fit more people inside them. Uh, the implementation also of the Web 3.0 will make people's life easier. Governments and companies' decision-making process will be made faster. Cities will not only be smarter, they will be self-sufficient. Intense research and development is going to allow renewable energy sources such as wind and solar to become more cost efficient. That's why each city, a highest percentage of their energy consumption will be from these sources. Another huge challenge is water scarcity. Mega cities and cities should be better and more efficient managing these no renewable energy resources. The OSC report says that by 2030, more than 50% of the overall population will live in water stress conditions. That's why desalination systems will be implemented to become salty water into potable water. Also, less costly beaches will be constructed. Cities are growing in an impressive, accelerated way. So governments should and will start constructing new settlements. Hereafter, there's, for example, I will tell you, there's a report of the United Nations that says that nowadays more than 3.3 billion people live in urban centers, and they say that this number is going to double by 2050. And finally, I will tell you that I envision cities of tomorrow not only as a smart and self-sufficient area. Another keystone for these new settlements, it's the mentality of city planners. They should always keep in mind that cities are constructed by and for the people, and people are social creatures. Every time a building is constructed, it should keep in mind this motto. If we keep up kicking the can down the road, we're going to start behaving more as individuals. The mankind will lose its humanity, and maybe one day Prometheus' history or myth will become true. Thank you for the interview.